Hi guys, it's me Haifa. Welcome back to my channel. Today it's gonna get deep. Today we're talking about something completely different and new. So, got my cup of tea ready because I'm gonna need it. And I don't really know how I'm gonna start this video. I think I'm just gonna see how it goes because I don't know how I'm gonna start this. It's quite a difficult topic. Guys, this is like one of the best. I got this from my sister-in-law. Do you like my notepad? I wanted to talk about postnatal depression. Dun, dun, dun. I wanted to talk about something that's very rarely spoken about anyway, let alone in our, our Arab culture, right? So let's get comfortable. Okay. Oh, I forgot my tissues. I might get a bit emotional. It's not really talked about in my community and I just thought there's no shame in it, right? Anyway, so it all started off when I just need to get comfortable. I need to get comfortable! Where's the cushion, damn it? Okay, so when I had my first child, Mace, who's now 5, I had nothing like this, right? So it was very smooth, alhamdulillah. I think I got a bit of baby blues, but nothing like this. Eileen, do you mind? Yeah, do you mind? Anyway, so had baby number 2 5 years later. It started off fine. I got back up straight away, got right into everything, and everyone kept telling me, "Hey, Phil, you need to rest because it'll hit you, it'll backfire. You need to rest. It'll hit you like really hard afterwards." And then I was like, whatever. I don't really believe in that 40-day laying down doing nothing. So just got back into my routine. Everything was fine up until 2 months ago. God, it feels like ages, but it's been 7 months. So 7 months into having a baby, so she was 7 months. Thank you, that was my phone. And I started like feeling it, and I didn't know what was going on, and I didn't think it was postnatal until someone saw me one day and she said to me, "Hey, I think you okay? Because you don't seem yourself." Because I'm like really bubbly and sociable and outgoing, and she just looked at me, she said, "I feel like you have postnatal." And then I was like, actually, that makes sense, because it makes sense to like everything that I've been feeling. So I spoke to my husband, and then he was like, "Yeah, just double check, go to the doctor and everything before you don't get it all into your head before you actually check." So I went to the doctor. Stupid doctor was like, postnatal is only when you have difficulty bonding with the baby. So I went to the doctor. She said that basically postnatal is only when you have difficulty bonding with your baby, right? And I just assumed the worst. I just thought it's when you want to harm your baby and all that. But didn't really know much about it. Okay, so after she told me that it's just difficulty having, bonding with the baby, I thought, okay, so I don't have it, so what the hell do I have? Because at that time, I was completely like a different person. I felt like my whole family was basically like wondering what is going on with Haifa, because basically I was just lashing out at everyone. So everyone who'd ever done something to me in the past, or like I had held something against them. She's clapping. Everything that I held something towards them in the past, because I'm the type of person that will just forgive, right? And I'll just carry on with a smile on my face, like nothing, So so I was just lashing out completely, like having no filter, like nothing. I just didn't give a right, because I just had enough of just conforming to everyone. Anyway, that's how I started. So I was lashing out at everyone. Went on holiday without the babies, came back, felt good, went back to the doctor, and she said, "Do you need the medication?" I said, "I'd rather not, because I feel better." So there's me thinking that I was all okay because I just went on holiday. So I came back. Slowly things started to get worse again. So I just feel like I'm really personal right now, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel about putting this up, but I feel like the past couple of months have just been like a complete, I've just been like in a dark place, and that's, don't cry, hey. Wow, I did not think I was gonna cry on camera because I'm, hey Baba, hey Luna. So it just feels like I've just been in this dark place, like I can't really remember much, and I don't really want to remember anything because I've just been like, I felt like I was going crazy. I honestly felt like I was going crazy, and I don't want to socialise anymore. Everybody knows me in this community, like I am such a social person. I will talk to everybody and anybody, and I just haven't been feeling like I want to talk to anyone or even see anyone or socialise or go anywhere. I just want to be home all the time. And I think that's, and just to point out just to everyone why I'm doing this. The symptoms are you just feel like you don't want to do, like you don't want to really socialise, you don't want to see anybody, you don't want to talk to anybody. You feel like basically the things that you used to enjoy before having a baby, you don't enjoy anymore. Everyone assumed that I was, oh, you know, you must be having lack of sleep because of course baby number 2, and I was like, alhamdulillah, though, no, I don't have lack of sleep, I'm sleeping great, she's sleeping amazing, mashallah. But when I finally faced it to my family and my close relatives, I told them, you know, hey, I think I have postnatal depression. The answer was like, oh, you'll be fine, it's okay, inshallah you'll be fine. Don't think about it, don't talk about it, don't believe it, read Quran, you'll be fine, it's the shaitan, it's on your head. So yeah, I just had everyone, basically, all the closest people to me, all around me telling me it was just the shaitan, and I just needed to get close to Allah, and it's not postnatal depression, Haifa, so run away and hide under a cave and lie to yourself and don't face up to the fact that, you know, you have this condition. So yeah, basically run away from it, which is what I found everyone around me was doing, right? So that was driving me more insane. So I basically felt like I was alone. So alhamdulillah, like regardless of, you know, the closest people to me who didn't really understand or didn't want to understand or didn't want to see it, I had like a good few friends who did understand and really supported me. You know, you can't have it all, so alhamdulillah, like Allah compensates. So anyway, it just really made me see, like I felt like I just felt for other people who were going through this maybe, and maybe not getting the support that they needed, because everyone around me, everybody was irritating me, so especially my child. So I just thought, if I tell people I'm irritated with my baby and I don't want to be around my baby and I don't want to hear it, then what am I gonna, I'm just gonna get my child taken away from me. That's all I thought, honestly. So that's all I thought, that's all I had in my head, and apparently I'm not the only one who thinks that. So when I was actually watching videos on YouTube, a lot of mothers thought the same thing. And at least, like, I felt like, why is it I'm crying for help, not physically, but why is it like when you're screaming for help or like trying to tell people around you that you're going through something and that you need them to support you go through this thing, like at least I'm not running away from it and not facing up to the fact, like I'm not being in denial. So at least as soon as someone, you know, as soon as I detected it, I felt, you know, I need to kind of deal with it head on. So like, I felt like as much as my husband, bless him, wanted to understand or wanted to help and support, like he was there and supported everything. Like he, you know, even though he wasn't emotionally understanding, at least he was there for the children more than anything. I think I needed that the most. I just needed someone to have the kids like a lot of the time. I just didn't want to be around them. I'd miss them, of course, but I was in an unhappy place, so I thought I don't want to be around them if I'm unhappy. And everyone I kept speaking to about you know, postnatal, everyone was like, hey, for men will not get it, and I was just like, why? Like, he's trying so hard to understand, and he's just not getting it. And everyone would say the same thing, like, men just don't get it, just they want to, as much as they try to, they just don't understand. Yeah, of course, Allah will help a lot, and subhanAllah, I'm the kind of person who, as soon as I'm afflicted with anything, any trial, that's the first thing I do, you know, and I feel like that's why, like, even when I was going through the hardest thing, like, in my life, this was honestly one of the hardest things I've ever gone through in my life. All I remember is just crying and saying, like, thank you Allah, honestly, like, thank you Allah, like, alhamdulillah, 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 and like, not many people do that, and I think it really frustrated me when people just turned around assuming that I don't already do that. I remember basically at one point I got so bad, and I thought the only person I could call, I thought of calling was a health visitor from our community. She's Yemeni. She's not my health visitor. Maybe I called her and I thought maybe she could give me the best advice. So I called her and I just remember crying my eyes out and just being home alone with the kids and just crying so much, and she was like, hey, like, this is not you, you need to sort yourself out and get help. And that's when I finally decided to go to the doctors again and get, you know, medication again. And as much as I didn't want to, I went and I got it, and I came home and I remember reading through these side effects and they were horrific, so I cried again. Cried and cried, and so I took them for a few days because I thought if I need to get better, I kind of need to push myself. I need to sort this out, because what people don't understand is what postnatal depression is basically a hormone imbalance in the body, right? So the only thing that I could tell myself to, you know, was to kind of get better. It's not just to kind of, you know, it was kind of, I needed to kind of get the help chemically in my body, right? So I thought maybe I need to take these medications. So anyway, I got it, took it for a few days, and then I thought, how am I going to keep taking this for a few weeks, and how am I going to get off it? And it's just going to, you know, it'll just be a cycle, and I really didn't want to take them. So I thought, let me try my own kind of method, and I tried another method, right, which was the only place that would make me happy was to just be in my own space. So I thought, how about if I try and kind of cut every single person that was making me feel bad, because that's what kind of was happening. Everyone around me was making me feel bad. Not even feel bad, feel worse than what I was feeling. The closest people to me, like I said, friends and family, the closest ones to me who I didn't expect it from were the ones who were making me feel worse, 10 times worse. So I thought, so I started cutting off everybody one by one. Honestly, like the closest people to me, you have no clue. So started cutting them off. And as soon as I started doing that, I felt like I was getting myself together, feeling a little bit better. As much as in my head before that I was thinking, no, I need the support from my closest people to get better. But I found like that wasn't the option. It's not always the option, you know, that's not always the case where you think the closest people to you will help you. They were making it worse. So unfortunately, and as sad as it sounds, so I kind of did. I had to cut everyone out, and it was the best thing I'd done, honestly. So cut out any negativity in your life when you are going through a dark kind of space, and watch yourself get better. And I'm not saying I'm going to cut these people out for the rest of my life. I'm not one to do that. But if it means I need to put myself first, and that's what I realised as well, and that's what another really close friend to me, has suffered with depression much longer than me and much worse, where she's like self-harm and all that, right? The one thing she said to me, and one thing it really hit me as well, I felt like Hafer's always looking out for other people, right? And this is one. Anyway, enough of the depression, right? Well, I just wanted to kind of finalise what I was saying. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so one thing that I learned through this, right, was, as much as this is like, of course when you go through something which is really hard, it really makes you strong. And I just feel like 10,000 times stronger. I feel like I no longer rely on people. Even those who are closest to me, I don't rely on anybody else. I've learned to rely on only myself to make me happy. I've learned to in order to make myself happy, I need to be selfish sometimes. So that's another thing that, again, my friend who's, you know, very close to me, who suffered from the same thing, you know, that's what she realised. She said that in order to be kind of, you know, in order to get better and to make yourself happy, you need to be selfish sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that, because again, I keep telling everyone, all my friends around me, that you need to be a good mum, or to love, you know, no one in this whole world, not even your mother, will love for you as much as what you love for yourself. So so we need to nurture ourselves first and foremost before we look at, you know, anyone else. And that's what I've kind of learnt the hard way, but at least alhamdulillah.